guys, welcome on this beautiful Tuesday. The wind is blowing, it's so relaxing and calm and quiet. But you guys, I just want to talk about something very briefly, then I'm gonna get off and then continue to enjoy my afternoon. It's a lot that's going on in the world and particularly in Washington, D.C. Okay? And we have to be mindful of other people's feelings because you don't know what they're going through. And the topic I'm bringing up is with the Medicaid changes and the SNAP changes and all other changes. We cannot be in a room with a bunch of folks saying, oh, I'm glad that don't have nothing to do with me. Or I'm glad I'm not on the Medicaid. Or I'm glad we don't get any food aid. You gotta be mindful when you're in a room with a bunch of folks before you open up your mouth. Okay? These folks out here are scared. They worry. And when you hear the stories, your heart don't do nothing but go out to these folks. One parent says she's a caregiver of her son. Her son had some type of disease, like with his organs or something. And she has to be there, a full-time mom, a full-time caretaker to take care of her baby. And she was actually on the news crying. How she's going to get up and go to this job that, quote, the government saying that these folks got to do, and her child need her. I mean, she was crying, and my heart couldn't do nothing but go out to the lady. So just be mindful. When you in a room of folks, be careful what you let fly out of your mouth, because that's being insensitive. You've been unwound up. All them folks been flipped you on your head. So please don't do that. I was hearing some folks walking on the trail talking about that stuff. And they can tell they was concerned. They was a little older. You can tell they was concerned. What I'm going to do? You know, I take all this medicine. You know, and your heart go out to them. So I'm just saying, please don't do it. Because I know some folks out here, that's what they doing. Oh, I'm so glad. Or the attitude, they want it to happen and they want these people to suffer. You know, when I leave my videos, I tell you guys to be kind, even though those around you might not be, because you don't know what nobody is going through. So just be mindful when you get around people, even though you don't get none of the government assistance. Please be mindful. And also, when you're talking about Medicaid, mostly all these hospitals, they take that. Doctor's office, they take it. So once that happens and these cuts happen, you better please believe that favorite Dr. Joe that you go to, that doctor's office probably closed. Then where you gonna go? Even though now you don't get that Medicaid. That hospital, ooh, how they got the makeup in there, the folks nice, the doctor nice. Hey, they giving you this right here, and this medicine working. That hospital might close. Then what you gonna do? Then you also gotta think, Nurse Shirley, Nurse Janice, they are so nice and kind. Whatever happened to them? Oh, with the cuts, they had to be let go. So just be mindful. Even though you don't get it, it's going to affect you in some type of way. Okay? Just be mindful of it. It's going to affect you in some type of way. And once the hospitals and doctor's office start losing the revenue and you got insurance through your employer, what you think gonna happen? They're gonna push that cost right onto you. They're gonna push it right onto you. Then all your premiums and everything go up. That I can't pay this. So be mindful, because it probably will affect you in some type of way. Same thing with the food aid. Once they get to cutting all that stuff out, and these grocery stores not getting that clientele and all that like they used to, what you think gonna happen? Oh, we losing revenue. We're gonna have to make this up in some type of way. So what we're gonna do for the folks that's not getting that, we're gonna raise the prices for we can get some type of profit. So we're gonna raise the prices on those that's coming in here and they don't get food aid. So just be mindful, because it's gonna affect every last one of us. I just got an email. I'm subscribed to this like education. They do like education all over. It's called Chalkbeat. Just came out today. I didn't get a chance to read it because I was back and forth. I'm gonna read it when I get in my easy space. But I know it was some money. Let me back up for a minute. June 30th is the ending of a fiscal year for schools. June 30th. The new fiscal year starts July 1st. Got it? Okay. So some federal funding is supposed to come out from the federal government on today, July 1st, because that's when the new funding period starts. I read something, the federal government, Trump administration done clawed back. It was some billions, I can't remember the number, some billions and billions of dollars for these schools. And I looked at that, I just closed my iPad. I didn't read no more. So I already know it's gonna be affecting something, some program, something when school start. So I'm looking, before it's time for us to come back off a break, we're finna get a lengthy email about some changes. Once again, that stuff affect everybody. But I already been mindful of that. I mean, I don't have the time and the patience to read no 900-page bill. But you can go in there and type up certain things and it'll come up. So you got to be mindful of all of that. So I didn't want that to be no distraction and me enjoying my peace and this beautiful Tuesday, because there's so much bad news already. But I don't like to hear the stories where people literally saying, well, I'm going to die. Even senior citizens, would get Medicaid, and I guess it's a program they can be able to live independently. And the bill that they passed is not final yet. It got to go to the House, so we don't know what's going to happen. But in the bill, they stripped the funding for that. I guess they have maybe what you call a day aid or nursing care aid, I guess. With the Medicaid funding, they're going to strip all of that out, so they don't have it no more. And that can be life or unalive for other folks. They be able to live independently. They took all that out. So I just want to come on here with that PSA, because I don't want nobody walking around here thinking it's not going to touch them. And I just want you guys to be, just be aware when you with a crowd of people. Think before you speak, because you don't want to be nowhere and you be somewhere arguing with folks. People walking you out to your car. Please don't do that. Because I already done heard the chatter. Ooh, I'm so God. Then when you start laying it down, oh, I didn't think of that. You better think of it. Because if they stop that funding for that favorite doctor or hospital you go to, they might close. You got insurance through your employer. They gonna pass that cost on to you because they got to make a profit. And so the government took away their Medicaid, so we got to make a profit. They're gonna shift that stuff right on to you. So you got to be insensitive. And folk will remind you that too. So I just want to come in and let you guys what's going on. And when I get time, I'll go and I'm going to read that email what they don't stop. I don't know if nobody going to put in a lawsuit, but I didn't even read it. I just closed that iPad down. I said, enough bad news. Then they ain't done. Because if that bill passed, it's going to be some more cuts. So it was almost anyway, be the end of the road for me as far as like working, retirement. But before I end up, if I can, being in a job loss, I will retire first. Have no other choice. So you guys, you just be mindful and be thankful, and you keep your head up and you keep pushing. Okay? Because these tough times not going to last for long. Okay? So on that note, I've been on here rambling. Just want to come in. I thank you for watching.